I'm going to stay with Miss Alice.
What?
And he's...
No. Why don't you stay?
Oh.
Brain.
Mr. Wilde, your room.
Charming. This is such a fascinating city.
We need to talk.
I'd rather not. You're going to be angry again. Goodbye, Mr. Wilde.
Is it 5 o'clock already? I think I might go and ask Mrs. Hudson for some tea.
My arc. Wilde's already making himself at home. Wilde truly has a perfect disguise kit. Do actors really... I use the same brushes for makeup. This must be grease paint. Face powder of an excellent quality.
I forgot my hat. Father?
I'm just checking,
You've got something on your face. Is it makeup?
It might be. Practicing my disguises, you know me. No, don't touch that! No, no!
Ah, Mrs. Hudson, with our tea.
Not quite. We have a visitor. However, the lady is not so much angry as perplexed.
Good day to you, gentlemen. My name is Mary Sutherland.
Why the haste, Miss Sutherland?
Mr. Hos...
Mr. Windybank is your...
But
Why was your stepfather against your going anywhere?
Did Miss...
Where does Mr. Angel live? Were you engaged? Do you have your own income? Then you have all that you could wish for, naturally.
Well,
Is there anything else that you can tell me
A
about
love letter.
Mr. Angel?
Yes, I see. As I anticipated, this validates my deductions perfectly.
This is strange. The love letter is typewritten. Fairly common ink, nothing special. Good quality paper, quite smooth. Hosmer Angel decided not to leave his signature. We had a wonderful time together, didn't we, while your father was in France? I'm waiting for the moment when your stepfather leaves once more. Miss Sutherland only met with Hosmer Angel while the stepfather was absent. Let's study this letter more closely. There are some letters with typographical defects. Miss Sutherland, do you have any other letters from Mr. Angel?
Unfortunately not. But I've brought my father's letter from Paris. Here it is.
The stepfather's letter is also typewritten. Quite common paper with a light yellow tint. Fairly common ink, nothing special. I hope that you'll be an obedient girl. Take my advice, stay at home. Miss Sutherland's Let's... There are some letters with typographical defects. Both letters have typographical defects. They merit further attention. This letter has a defect. One more letter with 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 a defect. It's the same letter with the same defect in both instances. Another letter match with the same defects. Another letter match with the same defects. So, based on the specific defects, we could say that these letters were composed on the same typewriter. Let Mr. Hosmer Angel vanish.
Then you...
I fear not.
Then...
Your stepfather married your mother for her money, and also enjoyed the use of your income. But if...
Home.
What is going on?
Mr. Holmes, is everything all right?
Oh my God. Calm down, Toby. Now, let's see what this contains. It's ticking. I see wires inside. They could be connected to the cover. A fancy ticking homemade gift from a secret admirer. I have 2 minutes to defuse it. There are wires attached to the bell and hammer. When the alarm triggers, the bomb will explode. Aha! This solenoid protects the bomb from being easily diffused. If it loses its power... A source... A package... Whew.
What happened?
Just a small bomb.
Somebody would...
Mr. Hunt,
Can you describe the man?
he was thin, about 5'5", with black hair and a hair lip.
Wiggins, tell us everything you saw.
The fellow was watching your place, so I thought maybe he's a client. But then he took something out of his jacket and threw it, smashing your window. I shouted at him and he took off. I grabbed him by the sleeve, but he wriggled out of his jacket and left it. I'm sorry I didn't catch him, Mr. Holmes.
You did very well, Wiggins. Now, let's take a look at that jacket.
Here it is.
Good job, Wiggins. Here's a penny.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Holmes.
JT are the owner's initials. Let's see what's inside.
There could be a hidden message that's been written with some lemon juice.
No, don't touch anything else. There are ink stains on this piece of paper. I could read the text with the help of my analysis table if Wilde hadn't already destroyed it. A poem. But what?
This isn't a poem. Then, and I...
What? Here it is. That's all I can do for now. Let's try and get a few hours of sleep.
How can you sleep when there's...
He's so funny.
Oh my, I see you and Kate are best friends already. Did you sleep well, Kate?
Very well, thank you, Father.
Is that Wilde? Whatever is he doing now?
He's transforming you into a legend.
Oh, silly man. Kate, what's the matter?
Well,
The zoo? What on earth for? I'm so sorry, Kate. With Wilde's visit, Look, here's some spending money. Go and treat yourself to a thing.
all right. I'll go then.
Kate.
You never do anything right.
All right. Come here.
I've had enough of you not caring about me.
I do care. I've just had a difficult night.
Yes, Alice told me about the bomb, but you wouldn't.
Kate, I only want to protect you.
You don't understand anything. I wish Alice would adopt me.
Don't be ridiculous.
I don't know.
Kate! Damn it. Such a waste. This Alice, I have an odd sense about her. It's as if she's playing with Kate's feelings. This would be a good opportunity to investigate Alice's flat while they're absent. And anyway, it'd be better to visit the Green Dragon Tavern during the evening. Alice's childhood. Alice was unhappy with all of her adopted families. She's spying on me. A phonograph cylinder. It looks as though Alice has not slept here for a long time. It appears that Alice sleeps in this armchair, as uncomfortable as that must be. Alice has recently used this. Alice prepared a gift for Kate. She remembered her birthday. Well, women are good at that sort of thing. It has no smell. It has a bitter taste. No smell, bitter taste. It's a tincture of barbiturate. A soothing drug to aid sleep. Her full name is Alice Floella Hamilton. Strange taste in literature. Sarah de Bouvier is Alice's mother. Alice used her mother's name to lease the flat. Kate probably sleeps here. This lock is quite new. Oh my God. The wheelchair is the same as the one in the photograph above. Louis Napoleon Bonaparte. My word, look at this setup. Alice practices spiritualism. Abraham Lincoln. My word, look at this setup. Alice practices spiritualism. Charles Darwin, English naturalist and geologist. Charles. My distant ancestor, Horace Verne. William Hamilton. But I know him. He was a bandit who I arrested 20 years ago. Alice is talking with her father, William Hamilton.
Zacharias Greystoke, are you there? Can you hear me? You're wounded. You're suffering. I feel your presence. Your murder will never be solved. You failed. You will never see the light. So sad.
Alice knows about Zacharias Greystoke, the victim from the bowling club. I solved that crime. I finished here, time to go. Perfect. This is a good opportunity to investigate the Green Dragon Tavern alone. I have to be careful in this den of iniquity.
Come on, Bobby, push back.
Hey, you! Shut up!
Well done,
Tuppence
Bobby.
on Adam! I put a penny on Adam winning.
I should be quiet so that I can listen.
Let's
There's no one to
celebrate.
eavesdrop on from here.
Good beer. Strong.
Perhaps I should try.
I'll drink to forget that I drink. Bottoms up.
I can hear nothing from here.
The attack on Holmes failed.
Interesting. They have some.
I need a refill.
Getting in the snow.
I'll drink to forget that I drink. Bottoms up.
There's no one to eavesdrop on from here.
Let's celebrate.
Cheers.
Bottoms up.
I need a refill.
Let's celebrate. Sod off.
There's no one to eavesdrop on from
Drink
here.
to forget that I drink. Bottoms up.
Scotland Yard dogs.
I've lost too much here. Damn porker.
There's an illegal gambling den in here.
I'll drink to forget that I drink. Bottoms up.
The man with the airlift. He was afraid. He ran upstairs.
A man with a head.
Let's
To be my
celebrate.
attacker, I should find a way to go upstairs.
Cheers.
Bottoms up.
Let's celebrate.
Pour me a double. I'm going outside for a cigarette.
He has a pass. I could steal it to gain entry. Huh?
Let's celebrate.
You can get in.
Cheers.
Bottoms up. Is the boss at his place?
Yeah, he's waiting for you.
Ah, man. I should
The door to the gambling room is there.
Luck is on my side.
Bid out for a shilling.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? That's private. Gamble or get out.
Ah, it's my lucky day.
Make it snappy.
Think faster.
Luck is on my side.
You loser.
Let's celebrate.
Cheers.
I'll drink to forget that I drink. Bottoms up.
Luck is on my side.
Bid out for a shilling.
All in.
I have to get across to the other side. Perhaps from there I can reach the guarded area. I have to create a diversion that will move the guard away from the door.
What are you looking at?
Bid out for a shilling.
Make it snappy.
You loser.
I'm gonna win.
A button for a mechanism. He uses the extra cards to cheat. He uses a mirror to look at the cards during a deal. This is a holdout that deals extra cards. The rope leads from one sleeve to the other. If the rope's cut, it'll release the hidden cards and expose his trick. That's what I'll need to do for a diversion. Then I can get
It's
outside.
my lucky day.
Make it snappy.
Think faster.
A well cared for hat. Hello, knives here.
You loser.
All in.
I can smell them.
What are you looking at?
Bid out for a shilling.
Make it snappy.
You loser.
I'm gonna win.
Luck is on my side.
try and go around that.
You'll take that! Get off my ass, you villain! You bad boy!
Those must be the windows of the guarded rooms. They only left this room recently. Clever invention for hiding gambling items in the event of a police raid. The hammer. Jack Cole, I remember him from the raid 3 years ago. Doesn't look like a key from an ordinary door. A crack. There might be something behind the cupboard. Damn, I'm late. No. It's evident that all of these items were stolen by Jack Cole's gang. It's the suitcase belonging to that fellow with the hairlip. No doubt these things were stolen. No doubt these things were stolen. Our man, Most likely with his family. Our man. Most likely with his family. After moving into our new home. This fellow pawned his belongings. Must be in great need of money. Butler's pawn shop on Lambert Street. He apparently lives near this pawn shop. What's going on in there? Save Orson quickly. That should help Wild. Holmes! You sneaky bastard, I'll kill you! You are Alice, yeah? Listen, Holmes suspects something.
What are you talking about?
You must be more discreet. Your little game with his daughter.
No! Too soft, Holmes.
But you are Mr. Holmes. Why on earth?
You see, she recognized you. I expected it. You must live the character. You see...
Now you go upstairs right away or I will drive you back to that pub, understood?
And there you are. You've got it. All right. But seriously, you should take acting classes.
I know that you came here to avenge your father. You moved into my building, you've spied on me, and now you prepare your revenge through my own daughter.
Don't be such a fool. I adore your daughter. You see conspiracies in everything.
I have good reason to. Perhaps you forget what I do for a living.
How I pity you. You mistake sincerity for dishonesty.
Do you dare tell me that your presence here is accidental?
Obviously not. When the opportunity arose for me to meet you, then I came, but not with hatred, rather more with fascination. I had hoped to learn something about my father from you. Some answers as to my identity. When, strangely enough, I find that you yourself are a riddle, even to your own daughter.
You shouldn't have involved my daughter in your sick problems. You're only confusing her.
It's over. She doesn't know it yet, but I'll be leaving soon. I've finished my business here, and you will never hear from me again.
Good. But you better speak to me directly. No being furtive.
I had no idea that you could show such a high level of indulgence towards the children of criminals.
You...
I'm going. Please, I beg you, do not spoil my last moments with Caitlin.
Here it is. Here it is. Our suspect with his family near their house.
Good day to you, madam.
Yes, Father. My name is Margaret Thorne. It is an honour that...
You appear grieved. How bad?
These days he won't spend any time at all with us. Not even with Janet, his younger sister.
And where is your son? Perhaps his absence is connected with his job. Where does he work? Perhaps Jeremiah is being poorly influenced by his friends.
I am afraid that he could be possessed by the devil himself. He's changed so drastically lately. He won't...
Don't... Allow...
God.
But... Wiggins, an exorcism. Protocol 2.5 on Lambeth Street.
Yeah, you can count on us, Gov. We're ready, Gov.
Madam, please step aside. I'm beginning the ritual. Bookcase and books, possessed wood and words, expel your literary demons! Fire
flames, better for crumpets than foul-toothed demons. Begone and bring peace! Window! Window frame! I must protect you from demonic pain!
이건 썰기.
Wooden door! Iron handle! Battle the demon! Unholy vandal!
Oh, Father, please help us!
이런 쌀비한테 도움을 주다니.
Oh, Holy Spirit, save your pans from demons and poor musicianship!
Sister, you saw that the demon has taken shelter in Jeremiah's room. I should go there alone.
God save us.
Sister, wait for me outside. This fight will be a fierce one.
God help us. I'll do what you say.
A schematic for a homemade bomb. One of the solenoids for creating a bomb. This is evidence enough to put Jeremiah behind bars. This is probably Janet, Jeremiah's sister. It looks as though this letter was torn up in rage. I should reassemble the fragments to read what was written. It appears that Jeremiah... The Dart. He was at the center of a notorious case from 1888. I need to finish here first. I need to finish here first. I need to finish here first. Does he plan to escape from London? It's over. The demon is defeated.
Oh, thank you. Bless you, Father.
Now, pray for Jeremiah.
Lord.
Mr. Holmes, you're still alive.
I can tell that that displeases you.
Oh.
Due to the attempt made on my life, I would like you to apprehend Jack Cole.
All right, Mr. Holmes, we'll apprehend him immediately.
Inspector, the suspect has been apprehended.
There you are. He's all yours. No need to thank me.
Please, escort this suspect for interrogation. So, Jack the Hammer Cole, we meet again.
Why am I here?
Don't
Rubbish. Just like the old days, eh? Arresting me on suspicion. You've got nothing.
Oh, no? How about the revenge for the trouble that I brought to your gang? And also your brother.
Don't you dare mention my brother.
Your brother was hurt. It was a regrettable accident. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time. I can hardly be blamed for that.
What? You bastard. You're the one responsible for him becoming a cripple. He was innocent. An accident, you say? Oh, I can't wait for the moment that you get whacked proper.
Quad.
That's your proof.
Do you know what happened at Baker Street?
If I wanted to kill...
And where were you at the time? I went to your place, and I saw a man with a hair lip arriving to meet with you. What business do you have with him?
Business? He's a regular customer, that's all. What? What are you talking about?
Why, the suitcase full of stolen silverware that I found in your secret room?
What? How? You search my room. It's not stolen. I often buy a lot of different things and sell them on after. It's all legal.
Oh. Here it is. Lestrade, I have a suspect in our case. It's Percy Fleming. Can you apprehend him?
I'll give the order to the constables.
Inspector, we have the second suspect for you.
Now, just admit that Scotland Yard is looking after you well, eh?
Well, I'd be of little use to you dead. Please, escort this suspect for interrogation. A good day to you, Percy the Dart Fleming.
Huh. It's the flopper.
Flopper? You're aware of what happened at Baker Street the other night. I'd say I'm a little luckier than that.
Well, I don't give a fig.
What were you doing 2 nights ago around 1 a.m.?
I was at the White Swan.
The White Swan? The brothel that you own? That can't be counted as an alibi.
What do I need an alibi for?
Does the name Jeremiah ring any bells with you?
It's the first time I've heard it.
How about this threatening letter that bears your name?
Oh, I remember now. A threat? Come on. Just a reminder for him to pay his debts. It's just a small one, and it's a matter of principle.
How do you know him?
Ah, he's always coming around, begging for odd jobs. But he just talks rubbish. He's off his head.
Do you have any business with Jack the Hammer Cole?
I have. He sometimes provides my business with girls. Yeah.
Yeah?
He told me what you did to his...
Please, escort this suspect for interrogation. Tell me about the business that you have with Percy Fleming.
What?
No? Oh. Oh, you supply girls to his institution. He's confessed.
Well, he's a liar. Oi, why did you tell them I supply girls to your brothel?
Eh? What are you talking about?
Personalized thuggery. How novel. Expensive cigarettes. It looks like encrypted records. A spintria used in the brothels of ancient Rome. Well, that's rather tasteless. The text is encrypted. If it's Caesar's shift code, it might be easily deciphered. Elementary. It's a notebook filled with debts, and Jeremiah's name is on the list.
Get into the cab, quickly!
Follow that cab. I should find a way to get inside. This Chinese mask is quite ancient. Oh wait, it's just a well-made replica.
I heard something. I heard something. Huh? Something moved. I heard something. Stop!
아, 네. Out of voice station.
There was a fight here. Orson attempted to resist, but someone or something convinced him otherwise. Ruby, amethyst, and emerald. All fake.
I heard something.
Ah, my cousin's out fighting bobbies and stealing antiques, and what do I
That was
get?
nothing.
Guard duty.
I heard something. Huh? I heard something. That was nothing.
This shape matches part of the uniform of a Greek sentinel. I highly doubt that it's authentic. The sound of a gong will attract the guards. We need to be careful.
Boys, check out that sound. There's someone there.
Hey! But what? No! We need to get out of here. Lestrade, I'm glad you're here.
What's happened?
We've come from the abandoned... I doubt that you'll find anyone left, but if you hurry up, you might just find the spoils left over from their burglaries.
I see.
And I'd be very grateful if you could keep an eye on Mr. Wilde here.
But Holmes...
Why, please try to remember.
Yeah, the slightest detail, etc. Well, apart from the smell of those bandits who kidnapped me, nothing special. And this Jeremiah was spending his time complaining about working for the fart.
I think you mean the dart.
Yeah, whatever. Jeremiah said that they should all wait till the fart was released. Makes no sense, right?
Percy Fleming, you are charged with conspiracy to murder.
What?
You used Jeremiah Thorne in your little game because you didn't want your hands dirty.
You're lying.
Jeremiah spoke to me before he died of how you ordered him to throw the bomb and, after its failure, to abduct me.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Shut up. I think that it's perfectly clear. Attacking Mr. Sherlock Holmes is one of the quickest ways to be hanged.
No, you can't do that. I'm an innocent man.
Constable, take him back to the cells.
Mr. Holmes, can we go home? I need a rest. Mr. Holmes, can we go home? I need a rest. grateful to you for the opportunity to experience all of these superb sights and smells of criminal life. But I think I've had enough now.
What was the reason for Jeremiah Thorne's death?
Are you joking? Put your deductive skills to work. Self-defense, my dear Watson.
That's quite enough, Wilde. I know that you were guilty of the attempt made on my life and of the murder of Jeremiah Thorne.
Holmes, you're my best friend. Why are you doing this?
Oh, stop all this. The case is solved.
You came to my house for the sole purpose of taking my life. In addition, you hired Jeremiah to do your dirty work. And when you realized his failure, you murdered him to conceal any traces of the crime.
There's no chance of you avoiding the gallows.
Gallows? Absolutely not. That would mess up my hair.